This is interesting. It's the discovery of a dinosaur skeleton about 80 miles northeast of Dallas. And boy, this is really shedding some light on what our area was like about 80 million years ago. Joining us this morning is Dr. Tykoski, director and curator of paleontology at the Perot Museum. And you've been working on this dig, directing the dig, along with an amateur fossil finder, I heard. What did you guys find? What's happening?
So what was found out there was something called a mosasaur, which is, in this case, about a 30-foot long marine lizard that swam through our area around 80 million years ago.
Mosasaur. How was this found? Like, how have we not found it until now?
Well, actually, these fossils are actually kind of common in our area. They actually loved North Texas. We find it. We actually have one on exhibit in the museum. But this is a new one, and it adds to the count of the number of these specimens that we have in our area. And everything we find, every new fossil, this is a piece of the fossil that the amateur found, tells us a little bit more about the life, the times, and the death of these animals.
Now we're looking at some of the video. I'm assuming this is from the area. It is the near the North Sulphur River. So clearly this area was underwater at one time.
Yeah, the time this animal was alive, where you and I are sitting right now, would have been under hundreds of feet of water. It would have been beautiful, warm, almost tropical oceans and seas filled with fish and reptiles and clams and oysters and sea life and things like that. A wonderful place to live if you were a big, hungry, predatory reptile.
Yeah, it does look a little scary. I don't know if it's just the size of 30 feet or maybe the teeth. I don't know. So this looks like a pretty big team working on this. How long are you done with the dig, or do you have more to do? How long did it take?
We were out there over a span of about 3 weeks. We went out a couple, 2-3 days a week, and we got some very large chunks. Most of the skull, I think, we actually have already pulled out some huge blocks. Each of them weighed hundreds of pounds. But there are some pieces still left in there because basically it's too darn hot to be out there. And we actually have to do a lot of heavy digging. And so we're going to try to go on back and see what else we can find that might still be buried there after things cool down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And you're actually going to be talking with Mosasaurus. Am I saying that right?
Yes, a mosasaur. Yep.
Mosasaur. Okay, so you're going to be talking about this at the Perot Museum tomorrow night. That's going to be from 6 to 10. It's Thursdays on tap, which I think is such a great idea. It's they have that for adults after hours, food, drink, full access to the exhibit halls. But it seems like we learn more and more about these animals, and thank you to the Perot for bringing it to all of us in a fun, enjoyable way. Looking
we had a
forward
good time
to
getting it out. A lot of work, but it'll be awesome.
Yeah. All right. You can find a link with all the details to the Perot and also this event as well, and more on the Mosasaur. Yeah, look at those teeth. We've got it on our website, fox4news.com. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me this morning. Thank you.